Hey everybody, I am Sam I Am, and you're watching Sam I Am Tarot. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Oh, man, I went to start the video a few minutes ago, and the way I started choking. Listen, somebody does not want this message to come out, so this gonna get, hold on, y'all. This getting ready to be a doozy, I think. Because, oh, incense falling over and carrying on? What's going on? Wait a minute. What is happening? Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Like I was saying, see, it's still not gone completely from my throat. All right, so we're gonna jump in, see what messages Spirit has for us today. Happy second week of school, third week, whatever week you're in, first week. It's my second. Whew. All right, y'all. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What messages do you have here for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective? So somebody's taking a trip. Either somebody's walking away from a situation, or you might be literally taking a trip. But this is the this card is the number 10, so this could definitely be the ending of a journey, the ending of a cycle, and the beginning of something else. So somebody could definitely be walking away from something and moving into a whole new way. So this could be a masculine energy. Doesn't mean that it's a man, but someone in masculine energy. So this could be you or someone in your energy collective. So this, I feel like this main male is walking away from something, taking a trip. You might actually be going by train. Oh, okay. So they could either be walking towards this privileged lady, or they may be taking a journey to get away from this privileged lady. Let's see. Okay. Are they walking away? What's happening with this privileged lady, Spirit? What's going on with this privileged lady? Oh, I can't make it up, y'all. So this is coming to an end. This masculine, yeah, they're working on a plan to get away from this this privileged lady. So I feel like this is somebody who was just like, maybe married them for money. It's all about what it looks like. They're just concerned with the aesthetics of it all. And I feel like this masculine is walking away from this privileged lady. They're ending this situation. I feel like this masculine may have had some type of transformation, whether it be spiritual, mental, but they've seen something that they don't like, and they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. What else? Oh, okay. So there's someone else that okay, so there's a feminine energy I feel like this masculine wants to be with. So there's someone that they were tied to. This person may have been someone that they were married to or in a long-term commitment with, but this is not who they've had their heart set on. Their heart is set on this main female. This is the person that reflects their energy the most, because this privileged lady is like, this main male, if you look at them two together, she's much more posh and much more like into, having how things look. And I mean, he's not dressed shabbily, but he's definitely much more, practical in the way that he handles things. And so he's wanting to be matched with someone who's also just as practical as he is. You know, they like nice things, but so they're going to go to the courthouse. Somebody's going to the courthouse. They may be getting a divorce, and they expect to be, you know, made better after this situation. They want to come out of this situation. I feel like this has been a very hard connection for both parties. In fact, it could not just for this main male, but also for this privileged lady. I feel like it's just been, I just feel a struggle. So this main female could be you, collective. This person is wanting to come towards you. Y'all, I be thinking new stuff, new, but that's not what comes out, y'all. And you know what? And let me not jump the gun, because Spirit is saying, well, this doesn't necessarily mean this is this is not a new person. You may not know who this main male is, okay? Or you don't have any kind of connection with this person. This is someone that maybe you work with them, maybe you know them in passing, and maybe you don't have, you know, a romantic connection to this person. But this person is still wanting to have a deeper connection with you. They see something in you that they like. If you've never met this person before, then, you know, whether you know them or not, I feel like for a lot of you, you don't even know this is happening. So there might be somebody that you've caught their eye. Like I said, you may work together, or maybe you go to the same gym or something like that. But this person has seen you on more than one occasion. You may, you know, conversation here and there, and they like your vibe. So they're like, you know, they feel like you would be a much better match for them than the person that they're currently tied to. They want to take a new pathway, because the one that they're on, the path that they're on is just, they're over it. They don't want to do this anymore. What else, Spirit? Oh, too many. Way too many. So there's some concern. What is this concern, Spirit? What are they concerned? Who's concerned? I feel like it's the masculine energy that's concerned. I feel like they may be concerned about this pathway, whether you're going to, you know, accept this, whatever they have to offer. So this could be a new person or an old person, guys. So just take it as it resonates. Listen, I haven't had a cough all day, and now all of a sudden I've got this tickle in my throat that won't go away. But I feel like so it could be that this privileged lady is concerned, and they may be talking, she may be talking to an older gentleman. This could be a father figure of some sort, and they're like trying to convince her, like, maybe you can work it out. You should try to work it out, because they know whoever this is. I feel like this privileged lady may have grown up spoiled, and the father, you know, this father figure may have given them whatever they wanted, and so that transferred over into this relationship with this main male. And now this main male is like, I don't want to do this. Like, you're too expensive. Like, you're so materialistic. And I think that was something that bonded them in the beginning, but they're no longer wanting this. So okay, so this masculine may be expecting unexpected income and sudden wealth. So there's some riches coming in here, but I feel like they're not wanting to share this with this privileged lady, because they feel like they're not going to have it long if they stay with this privileged lady. I feel like they feel like this privileged lady is going to, you know, just spend all that they have, you know, as quick as it's coming in, they'll be spending it. This privileged lady may not even know about this. They may not even know that there's money, you know, this masculine has money coming in. There might be a raise of some kind, or some kind of inheritance that they're expecting, and they haven't told. I feel like for some of you, they have not told this privileged lady, because they do not want to have to deal with, they want a clean break. And I feel like this masculine has made up their mind about this situation ending. They've already decided that they want to leave. And so they know that if they tell this privileged lady that they have some, you know, income coming in, that they have this, you know, they sold some property or something, whatever this influx of cash that's coming in or wealth that's coming in, they do not want this privileged lady to know about it, because they know that they'll have to, they feel like this privileged lady will do whatever it takes to scheme to try to get whatever they have. So for a lot of you, I feel like this person, like they're trying to hurry up and get out of this. And this I feel like this older gentleman, this father figure to this privileged lady, is concerned because they were the ones having to take care of her, because they know that she's spoiled. This masculine, this concerned party, they know that this privileged lady, they know she's spoiled, and they don't want to have to, as long as she was with this main male, they didn't have to worry about her being taken care of. And it's like they're concerned. And so now they're trying to convince this privileged, like, y'all can't work it out. Y'all can't work. You sure you can't work it out? You know, have you even tried? They might be trying to talk to this masculine, talk to the main male and the privileged lady. Like, you know, maybe y'all should go to counseling. This isn't the only path for y'all. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not wanting to do this. This masculine is, jeez. This masculine is not wanting to take this route. What's next? What's happening? So what is this masculine's next move is going to be, Spirit? What is this masculine's next move is going to be? So we have the King of Wands in reverse. So this is someone that, okay, so I feel like in the past they may have lied to this main female. Hold on one second, guys. Ooh. They may have lied to this main female, lied to you. And that's why you were like, I can't, you know, you felt like they were way too self-centered, way too materialistic. And that's why you know, moved on with your life. Y'all know, I told you, if I don't do anything else, I'm gonna drop cards, and I dropped a bunch of them. Hold on one second. Okay, and we're back. All right. Yeah, I feel just a very strong nudge that this message needs to come out. Somebody does not want this message to come out. Okay, so this masculine, yeah, and they're very disappointed with how they treated you. But I feel like this masculine did what they did because they felt like the grass was greener on the other side. So this is for those of you who you've known this person already. This could be somebody from your past. And so they're regretting how they treated you. They lied to you before. So this person is I feel like they're being honest about their feelings for you. This person is ready to come out of this, you know, tragic energy that they're in. Of constantly, because I feel like they were in this behavior with you because this is where they were. This is the energy that they've been in, even in the connection that they're currently in. This is the energy that him and this privileged lady embodied. They were both, you know, being lying and deceitful to each other. They were both very materialistic. Both of them were deceitful. 1414 on the timer. They were both very, very much self-centered. And this masculine is now realizing like how much you actually like cared about them. You cared about the actual person, not about what they had or what they could do for you. You cared about them. Okay, so they may have known this person for a long time, but I feel like things are wrapping up. That's no longer a lure. That's no longer, but I also get an energy that this person is wanting to reunite with you. So they may have known you. Again, this is somebody that, you know, from your past, somebody that you've known for a long time. This is not somebody that you just met, okay? For some of you, this is someone that you've known for years, decades maybe. You have a long history together. And this person feels like they're hoping that, you know, that you still have feelings for them, that there's still a chance for the two of you to work things out. Yeah, the song that's playing now is called Remedy. So they're definitely hoping that there's something that can be done, that you can fix this. Yeah, I'm telling you. I do, like I said, I do feel a sense of genuine, you know, love and wanting to work things out with you. This person is definitely wanting to move past whatever happened. Not like sweep it under the rug, but I do feel like this person doesn't want to dwell there. They're hoping that the two of you can move past whatever's happened already and move forward and be happy together. I told you they have a lot of regret. This person is extremely regretful for how things ended between the two of you. This person may already have some idea that you've transitioned past this. And that could be just because they haven't heard from you. I feel like for a lot of you, there is no contact. And so this person is like, you know, you already moved on and there may not. And I feel like that's what keeps them in this energy of regret. And not wanting to, not knowing how to approach you. Yeah, I can't make it up. I'm telling you, they don't know what to say to you. They're so indecisive about what to do, how to handle this. Should I say something? Should I not say something? Yeah, there's a lot of doubt. And I feel like they're still kind of going through it with this third party. This person is like spreading lies about them. And so they're like battling with that instead of just, you know, ignoring it and moving on. Yes, they're keeping themselves trapped in this situation because they're continuing to entertain the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this third party is like, here's the thing. This third party, this privileged lady doesn't know anything about, or they may not know. I'm not picking up that they know about the money that's coming in for this masculine because it hasn't come up again. So it's like they don't know about what's going on. Okay, they can't see what's coming. All they know, they can tell that things are not the same between them and this masculine. And they may know that this masculine doesn't want to be with them anymore. Whether they've said it or not, they know. Okay. So what this third party is doing is trying to, you know, just do things to provoke them, to keep them, because they know what buttons to push. And this masculine has not moved past. They have not learned, you know, the karmic lesson. There's karmic lessons involved in this indecisiveness. So they haven't learned this karmic lesson of, like, you know, when things aren't going well, you don't have to keep paying. The thing that you pay attention to the most, whatever you hold on to, or whatever you pay attention to, that's what's going to keep coming in. Yeah, the next song, Crash and Burn by Leon Thomas. And that's what this person needs to do. They're keeping themselves trapped in this situation because they continue to, and not entertain them in any kind of loving way. They're entertaining the foolishness. And it's like, when are you going to stop? You know, every time this third party antagonist posts something, you know, every time they say something about them, they got to respond to it. They feel like they got to let their friends know. That's not true. You know, it's like a constant back and forth. Yes. And this is what they want. They want this. That's what they really want. But it's like they can't let go of this third party and the antics that they have going on. They can't seem to move past it. Spirit. What else? So, like I said, they may know, they may have seen you, so they know that you out here, you know, getting your money up, you're taking care of yourself, you're in an abundant energy. You know, you don't have time to be worried about what's going on with this masculine. You have transitioned past this. You have moved on, okay? And they know this. Sacred talker. Yep, all they want you to do is come talk to them. Talk to me by Kadeem Tyrell. All they want you to do is come and talk to them. Baby, come talk to me. Yeah, they want you to come and talk to them. What else? So what do they feel about this Queen of Pentacles? What are their thoughts about this Queen of Pentacles, Spirit? So they feel like their plans right now might be unrealistic because of how well you're doing. You're stable. And so they feel like them wanting to be with you is unrealistic. And they just feel like I feel like this person is taking their time. So if you haven't heard from this person and you're like, if they really want to be with me, why? Because they're taking their time. Because they feel like if they rush in and say something, it's gonna fall apart, and they don't want that. So they're trying. They don't want to approach you, and because they know they can't. They know they can't. 22 on the timer. They know they can't approach you, you know, with just half-ass promises, and like you're gonna see right through that. So they know that they have to, whatever they come to you with, whatever they bring to the table, it better be something substantial, because they know you're not going for anything else. You don't need them. And not that you ever did, but, you know, this person is really hoping that they can return. They're really hoping to come back, and, you know, they're hoping that you guys can pick up where you left off. Because I feel like the way things ended, for some of you, I feel like this is for those of you, there are things that end like where it was like violence or cops and that kind of thing involved. I don't feel like that for this particular group. I feel like this is where things, you know, where somebody may have just ghosted the other person without any acknowledgement. You know, things kind of just fizzled out, or somebody just abruptly cut things off and vanished without. So, and not to say that that's not bad, but I'm saying, like, I feel like there wasn't something that can't be, it's not a situation that can't be talked out. And so I feel like that's what this person is hoping, that they can come back, and they're hoping that you guys can pick up where you left off, where everything was good between you, you know? I feel like this person is now regretting the fact that they left in such haste. They regret that they walked away from you without saying anything, because they know that that has part of the reason why they can't come back, why they're having such difficulty figuring out what to say. And now they want to know what would happen if the two of you were alone. Kite Young and Ndambe, if we were alone. Listen, I can't make this up, y'all. This person definitely wants to come back and make a proposal. They definitely want to come in and say something. But like I said before, can't make it up. They're taking their time because they do not want to mess this up. They are really hoping that this comes to fruition, okay? They're really hoping that they can fix this. because they don't want to hurt anymore. They want to release you and themselves from this third party situation. They don't want to do this anymore. So it's like they don't want to hurt anymore, and they want to come back and let you know that they're willing to work on this. They want to work on this with you guys. They definitely want to make this work. But yeah, something's blocking them. But I feel like the reason that they're blocked is because of this, you know, what is this? The Eight of Swords. Yeah. The Eight of Swords energy, where they're, you know, just constantly going back and forth with this third party, you know, entertaining. If every time they say something, they got to respond to it. It's crazy. It's really crazy how they're giving in to whatever this, you know. No, let's get some tea. Let's get some tea on the situation. Let's get some tea. If we were alone. At the bus stop of 5th Street in Hollywood. Okay, so what's the tea, Spirit? What's the tea? What's going on with these two? What's happening with this masculine and this third party? We know how he feels about the collective, because he wants to come back. He's wanting to work on this. He's willing to do whatever it takes to work on this situation, okay? Didn't I say at the beginning of this reading that this third party married them for money? I said that. And if I didn't, I was strongly thinking it. But I feel like I said that in the beginning. They married this person for money. They liked the way it looked. So they didn't really love this masculine. This is just, you know, they like the way it looks. They like the accolades. They like the attention. You know, they like the posts that they make. And now they're trying to kiss this person's ass, this masculine's ass, because they feel like, you know, and I feel like this could be this person's like father figure, you know, whoever that's telling them like, you better not lose this man. Who else is going to take care of you the way he does, and blah, blah, blah. You know, so I feel like, you know, they're trying to suck up to them because it's not that they don't want to lose this masculine. They don't want to lose what comes with this masculine. You know, even though they're not happy with this person, they're happy with the life that they provide. And this masculine is like, So, okay, so maybe they're starting to dodge these bullets. Maybe they're starting to push this negativity aside. You know, because at some point they were blocking their own, with this Eight of Swords, they were blocking their own blessing, blocking their way to be able to leave. But maybe they are, you know, coming out of this, finally getting away from this third party. Oh, so this third party may, and you know what? I don't feel like it's necessarily like somebody is like hooked on drugs, but I do feel like somebody might be trying to convince somebody, like maybe trying to keep them, you know, indulging in things like, you know, come drink with me, or, you know, let's get high or whatever, to try to like dull their senses, to keep them there even longer. I do feel like there's somebody's trying to tempt someone. This third party's trying to tempt this masculine with, you know, with bad habits, with drugs. And not necessarily, you know, drugs, but sex, whatever addiction. Let's go gambling together. Let's, like, they know this this third party knows this masculine's weakness. They know what they like. And so they're playing on that to keep this masculine around. Again, not out of love, out of manipulation. You know, as long as the masculine's there, they will continue to give them what they want. And that's all they care about. Yeah. They're trying to force things to be the way that they want them. So like I said, you know, manipulating this masculine into doing what they want them to do. They may even be trying to like blackmail this masculine with what I do not know, but they're just trying to force it. They're trying to force a relationship that's not working anymore. They know it, the masculine knows it, and I feel like a lot of people around them know it. This person, this older gentleman that's concerned, they know it too. They just want them to give them money. That's all this third party wants. They just want money. They don't care. They do not care. They don't care about this masculine's well-being, how happy they are. They may know that this person wants to be with you. We got Devin Morrison with you. So listen, I can't make it up. I'm telling you, either the third party or the masculine is searching for you. And it doesn't matter because like I said before, you have moved on. This could also be this masculine. Yep. You ain't have time for that. You moved on. You moved on. But I feel like this third party could also be looking you up too, studying you, trying to get information on you. So for some of you, this third party knows who you are. And they're looking for information, trying to figure out what it is that this masculine likes about you. What it is about you that has this masculine attracted. Because they are so bothered by the fact that this masculine wants to be with you. Fake smiles. And it's like the masculine knows that this is played out. They don't want to do this anymore. They don't want to play this game anymore. They're sick of this. Let's do like 2 or 3 more. And then okay. Oh, listen. Whatever this third party's doing, they better cut it out. Because I hope they're not trying to do something to damage your reputation or this masculine's reputation, because it's gonna backfire badly. So they're trying to, I'm telling you, they're trying to keep this masculine from moving forward. It's not going to work though. This masculine is going to leave them no matter what happens, no matter what they try to do. Yeah, this masculine feel like they hit the jackpot when they met you, but now they're upset because you're not around, but you were everything. I feel like this person felt like they had everything when you were with them. Yep, and so now they're spending a lot of time reflecting. You know, they spend a lot of time. I feel like this masculine spends a lot of time, moving in silence. So they're definitely reflecting, moving in silence, you know, figuring out what their next move ought to be to try to get away from this third party. So I feel like for some of you, they have stopped being in this 8 of Swords energy, and they are now in this energy of reflecting, of dodging bullets, of no longer entertaining this third party, you know, their negativity, the taunts, the teases, the, you know, sexual advances, the negative things they're posting on social media. They're not entertaining any of that anymore, because that's everything that this third party was trying to do to force this relationship to you know, to stay intact. Okay, guys, so that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.